That's okay.
Electron, yeah.
Yeah, good save. I was going to say, if you could give a little bit of a intro about yourself and
Yeah,
yeah,
sure. My name is Micke. I'm from Sweden originally, but I've been living in Sydney for about 5 years now.
yeah,
And yeah, I work as a freelance illustrator and painter, so I guess artist. And Yeah, we've just done this fun print together, which was really, really cool to do.
yeah,
It's a really fun opportunity to like get to see um, my shapes and flowers on a piece of clothing. I'm so excited, and also really nice to go away from like my usual color palette. So this one is a little different,
yeah,
which is really, really nice. It was really nice for me to like um, to see my things in like slightly different colors. I think that really like opened my eyes to like a wider range of color and stuff. So I think that's super cool.
yeah. I know. I love your signature. These large shapes. They are so like Nordic, I reckon. So these beautiful large flowers.
Yeah.
How did you arrive at this style? Was it something that you've been working on for a while, or you just kind of yeah?
Yeah, definitely. So I um maybe for about like 5 years I've been like just obsessing with um putting together compositions of like shapes,
Yeah,
really simple designs, and trying to like simplify things more and more. And then somehow they kind of started becoming like flowery shapes at some point. And then, yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, it kind of happened naturally. I think
yeah,
maybe about like a year ago or something like that. No, actually more than that, maybe 2 years ago. Um,
yeah,
I was kind of getting into like more floral styles and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It's just playing
yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's so great,
Mm.
and I think for clothing, it's beautiful because having that um, just larger scale on the body works really well.
Mm.
Um, I was going to say,
Yeah.
with in terms of collaborations, your what other textile collaborations have you done?
I have done a rug for Slowdown Studios.
Yeah, yeah,
That was really good. This is kind of a similar floral style. And then I've done a an apron for a Japanese brand, like a traditional izakaya apron.
yeah.
And I did some rugs as well, for like big carpet rugs for
Oh,
they're in a new library in Sydney, in Marrickville. That was really cool.
yeah.
So it's really fun. I
Actually,
can like go and sit on them.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
How did this the collaboration with Slowdown Studio?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
You know, they have like a yearly competition where you can
Yeah,
like on Instagram just put up um,
and you submitted
suggestions or
something.
like things. Yeah, so I've done that for like a few years, and then
Mhm.
I've kind of been chatting with them on Instagram for a while, um,
Yeah,
and then yeah, at some point it just kind of happened. I was like,
you
oh,
got
let's maybe
chosen.
it's time to make one now. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah,
And
that's really
can people still purchase them at the
yeah,
moment?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun. I need to buy one more for myself because I spilled some coffee on mine the other day on my couch.
Oh no. I think it would be so beautiful also like to hang on the wall, as you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen on Instagram some people have them stretched on like a giant canvas. Looks
Yeah,
really cool. I kind of want to do
that's
that
cool.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in terms of you know, your work just on canvases, and you've been doing you had an exhibition in Melbourne
I
recently.
know.
I know it
Yeah,
was in lockdown.
I know. Just in lockdown, I think the opening was just like 2 days after you went into to the lockdown you're in now, and then still
Oh,
going. So I couldn't come and see it,
oh, but it's at
which is
Mars
very sad.
Gallery, is that right?
Mars Gallery, in
Yeah,
Windsor, I think it is.
Windsor.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Pretty
I can't
cool.
wait to go and see it. It's actually down now, but I think we're probably gonna have a show next year there again. So
Oh,
I'll get to go then. Yep. So that'll be fun. Yeah.
and how, like, I mean, you guys have been in lockdown for a while up in Sydney. Has
Yes.
are you? How has COVID influenced your work?
Uh, well, I definitely have more time to be like
Yeah,
in the studio somehow because there are no other distractions really. So I've just been
yeah,
spending lots of time drawing and lots of time painting, and actually so last year the first lockdown we went through was definitely when I started like getting more confident with my painting.
yeah,
So I think in some way lockdown has been like quite um, helpful for me, or like I've just used it to try
yeah.
to like just work more and develop my skills a bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. Like, it's kind of gives time and space to kind of delve deeper into those. If you want to like try out new techniques or something that you don't usually venture off to do, you know.
Yeah,
It's,
totally. Yeah, I have friends, but I share a studio with quite a few people, and
yeah.
there's a lot of really interesting things happening,
Oh
which is
yeah,
really, really nice. Yeah,
yeah.
there's one girl here who paints a lot, and her paintings have just like become incredible in the last like few months. It's
Wow.
really fun to
Yeah,
see.
really push the boundaries and
Mm,
explore new things, I think.
yeah.
Um, and in terms of like where you get your inspiration to
Mm,
keep on, because I know sometimes it's hard being a creative and constantly being inspired and being motivated. How do
yeah.
you get your inspiration?
Um, ooh, there's a few different things. I think, like, first of all, I have this like urge just to make things. I've always had that since I was a kid, really. Um, and it kind of like it relaxes, that it makes me kind of relaxed
Yeah.
also, which is good. But otherwise, um, where do I get my inspiration from? My friends. So lots of friends who are artists and illustrators.
Yeah.
But then also like, I don't know, walking around, going for walks, I get lots of inspiration like that, or maybe going for a run. And like, I don't know, looking in books and like collecting things. I have like a million like Snoopies
Oh, cute.
around. um, and like, yeah, toys and like art books and like, I don't know, anything really.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. It's like kind of
Yeah.
build up a collection that you can have in, you know.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
can see, like in my studio, I have lots of like
Oh,
things
cool.
around, lots of paints and all my art books, and like, yeah, lots of like
Yeah.
colorful things around. So kind of like
Nice.
definitely, yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
yeah,
I don't know. I need to get more. I need to invest in some nice books, I reckon, because they're, um, yeah. So I mean, there's so much stuff on Pinterest and everything, but
yeah,
almost too much stuff on the internet. It's just nice to sit down with a book and like have that.
yeah, definitely. I love looking through books and magazines. It also makes me quite calm. I can't wait for lockdown to be over so I can go to the bookshop again. It's my favorite place to
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
Which,
like
which is your favorite bookshop?
Kinokuniya
Ah,
is a Japanese um, bookstore, but yeah, they have lots of really good art section. It's in town hall in Sydney.
yeah.
And they have a section with Japanese books and with Chinese books, and yeah, it's like so many fun things. And they have an amazing stationery section too, and I'm
Yes. They
very
would.
obsessed with stationery.
Yeah. They have the most
Good
beautiful
things.
I remember because in Japan the stationery was amazing. They would have pens
Yes.
that were the most delicate pens. I've never been able to find pens. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's 0.001 or something on the
My
ballpoint.
God.
Yeah,
Like a needle.
yeah, like a needle. So fun. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Mm.
And so, what are you working on now at the moment? Have you got anything that you're working?
Um, I am, well, I'm working on this painting right here,
Oh, that's cool.
just for fun. It's kind of just like a simpler version of
Mm.
just like a couple of shapes, like a zoom in kind of thing.
Yeah, I love
So
that.
thank you.
Have you been
And
getting commissions? Do people ask for? Do you get commissions where people ask for a certain artwork and you make it for them?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that happens sometimes. Either paintings or prints, and yeah, hopefully through Mars Gallery, Andy, who has the gallery, she's amazing. So
Yeah.
hopefully she'll get me some fun commissions too.
Yeah. 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 And in terms of for people watching with a painting, what kind of price range do your paintings range at? Is it...
I think I start around $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Cool.
then yeah.
And then yeah, the more work it gets more expensive.
Yeah, exactly. And like size and stuff matters too, I guess. But yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And I guess, I mean, what's something that you're looking forward to doing once lockdown's over? I mean, apart from going to the bookshop.
Seeing some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like hanging out with some friends again will be really fun.
Yeah.
But also like I'm dying to go home and visit my family in Sweden. So yeah, I think I
Yeah.
was like one of the first people who got vaccinated here because I was so like eager to um, feel
Yeah.
like it was a little bit closer to like the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can't wait to go and see my family once I can
When's the
travel
last
again.
time
Yeah,
you saw them?
just before COVID, so I went home for the Christmas and New Year, and
Yeah.
then came back here, and then we kind of went into lockdown. Yeah, so yeah, 2 years.
Yeah.
Too
Oh,
long. Yeah,
I
it's
know.
way too long. Yeah.
Hopefully it's yeah, coming to an end soon. Um, yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, I guess a nice thing we could finish on would be if you were to give people advice who are wanting to get into selling their artwork or taking painting more seriously, what some advice could you give to this?
Yeah. I think just like the most important thing for me is always just to go with my gut feeling
Yeah,
and like really do what makes you happy and like what um just do like make sure you're doing it for like the right reasons. Like
yeah,
don't do things for anyone else, I think.
yeah,
Um And yeah, I don't know, be free. Don't be scared to like make something weird and crazy because that's what's gonna like,
yeah,
I guess, be the right thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
And just
that,
like also like just like share your work. Get it out there. Don't be scared of sharing it with people. And yeah. And Instagram is so good now as well. Like it's really easy to get in contact with people. Like we met on Instagram.
yeah.
And now we've made a really fun shirt together.
I know. That is
Yeah.
a beautiful print. I know it's great where you got to really put yourself out there
Mm.
and yeah, whenever I'm scrolling, and if I find something, I always just quickly write them a message. And so I think
Mm.
definitely, I mean, would you find that Instagram gets you a lot of work or helps you a lot with your
Yeah,
business?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like it's really easy to um, for me to share all my work and have like a always really updated portfolio in a way, so you can always see like my latest work and experiment. There's one thing that I like as well about Instagram is that it can be like kind of personal. You can see like what type of person the artist is, which I find really interesting. And I love seeing people's other artists like workspaces and studios and stuff like that. So you get kind of like a whole like image of like what's going on. I love that. So I always send a message if I see something that I like. I'm like, hi, your work's amazing, really fun.
Yeah.
And sometimes it leads to like a collaboration or something, which is also super fun because you learn so much from other artists.
Yeah. Do you think there's I've got one more question. Do you think, what are some challenges that you find with like collaborating that might also be collaborating with different products or, you know, something like that? Are there any?
What are the challenges? Maybe sometimes I guess like it's important to have if it's a bigger client, maybe it's important to have a contract, maybe.
Yeah, that's good. That's like,
definitely. And there's like lots of places online where you can get like a really simple contract, like suggestion for what to write and stuff. So I think like
or
exactly,
usage.
licensing. I think that's one thing. If you're like starting out, maybe that's a good, kind of boring, but good to think about.
No, it's really good. Yeah, it protects both parties, but it definitely also helps the artists help protect their work and make sure it's used in like the right way. Because I guess, just having a really clear understanding of how the artwork's being used and everything.
Yeah, and then it can also make things more clear as well, like what to expect or like what to make or what you're expected to make or stuff like that. So yeah.
That's good. That's great advice. Cool. Well, I mean, is there anything else you would like to add? Anything?
I don't know. No, just thank you for the fun collaboration.
No, thank you.
I can't wait to wear it.
Yeah, I know. In production at the moment. I mean, hopefully it comes in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Should be coming.
Oh my God.
Such a fun summer print. And
so fun.
Yeah. And I think you know, I've had so much great feedback about it. So I'm excited. Definitely it'll be both, I think, popular for the men and the women. You know, it's kind of hard sometimes to find prints that go across both the men and menswear, because menswear sometimes different to like what women's wear. But this one's fine. Like it can kind of go across.
Amazing. That's so good. Yeah, but I guess like everyone's color is in the print, so it kind of works that way. I want a really big one, like an extra large for like painting, like a schmuck.
Oh yes. You should paint one of your paintings with.
Yes, totally.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on today. And
no worries. Thanks for having me.
And for those who are just joining now, I'll upload this online, and they can get the whole spiel, the whole interview and everything. And I hope that you're still able to keep on creating and doing all your work and still trucking along.
Absolutely. Yes.
I hope next year we can see you in Melbourne for your art.
Yes. Yeah, I'm dying to come and visit also. So when I will let you know when I can. I have been twice. Yeah. But it's a while ago now. It's a few years ago. So definitely time to go again. And one of my best friends have just moved to Melbourne, so I need to go. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.